tricks on me. Whoa, whoa. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. On the classroom of Google today, this paper was put for you to use, for you to complete. Being who I am, and I'm such a cool person, I'm going to do these 4 problems from this paper on the classroom of Google.
Is this for us to watch?
Well, you don't have to watch it because you're watching it now.
Oh, yeah.
You're still going to have to do that assignment,
Okay.
so it might be a good idea. All right, so problem number 1 is 207 divided by 9. 207 divided by 9. First thing I do is I list my multiples of 9, because 9 is my divisor. So times 1 is 9, times 2 is 18, times 3 is 27, times 4 is 36, times 5 is 45, times 6 is 54, times 7 is 63, times 8 is 72, and times 9 is 81. Always start by listing my multiples of my divisor. Now I go back and I ask myself, self, does 9 go into 2? My self says no, it doesn't. So I'm not going to have a number above the 2. I ask myself, self, does 9 go into 20? My self says, yes, it does. And then I look at my multiples. Well, 18 is as close to 20 as I'm going to get, because 27 is too big. So 9 times 2 is 18. Subtract, I get 2, and I bring down the 7. Then I look. I need to see how many times 9 goes into 27. No. Boom! Exactly 27. So that's 3. And I get 0 with nothing else to bring down, so I'm done with no remainder. I am done with no remainder.
Wait, what was the answer?
23.
Giggle.
All right, 575 divided by 8. I have to list my multiples of 8. So times 1 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Times 3 is 24. Times 4 is 32. Times 5 is 40. Times 6 is 48. Times 7 is 56. Times 8 is 64. So there's are my multiples of 8. I could always check in the multiplication chart just to make sure I have them correct. Now I ask myself, self, does 8 go into 5? I tell myself, no, it doesn't, because 5 is smaller than 8. So I'm not going to have a number above the 5. I ask myself, self, does 8 go into 57? My self says yes, because 57 is greater than 8. So I'm going to have a 2-digit quotient. My whole number in my quotient is going to be 2 digits. And I say my whole number because I know on this sheet that most of them have a remainder. So I'm taking 8 into 57. I go down my multiples. Boom! 56 is as close as I can get. So 8 times 7 is 56. Subtract, I get 1. I bring down my 5. Now my next number is going to go directly above the 5. I look at my multiples. Oh, 16 is too big. So I go to 8. So 8 times 1 is 8. I subtract, and I get 7. So 71, remainder 7. Yes, ma'am.
Can 5 go into 2?
5 cannot go into 2.
Okay.
313 divided by 4. First thing I do is list my multiples of 4. So times 1 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3 is 12, times 4 is 16, times 5 is 20, times 6 is 24, times 7 is 28, times 8 is 32, and times 9 is 36. Something cool here is I have another problem on this page that I'm going to divide by 4. So I wouldn't erase this when I did the work. I would always leave my multiples up because I may come back and use the same multiple again. Just saying. Now I ask myself, does 4 go into 3? Myself says no, because 3 is smaller than 4. I ask myself, does 4 go into 31? Yes, it does. So that means my whole number in my quotient is going to be 2 digits. 4 into 31. I look at my multiples. Bam, 28 is as close as I can get without going over. So it's times 7. And that gives me 3. I bring down the 3. My next number is going to go directly above this 3 in my dividend. So I need to get as close to 33 as I can without going over. Boom, 32, because 36 is too big. So 32 is times 8. I subtract, I get 1. So the answer to that one is 78. Remainder 1. 78. Remainder 1. Boom. Shakalaka. And since I'm smart, and I know this one's divisible by, or dividing by 4, I'm going to leave that up there. So I have 647 divided by 4. And does 4 go into 6? Oh, yes it does, because 6 is bigger, which means I'm going to have a 3-digit whole number as my quotient. A 3-digit whole number as my quotient. Does 4 go into 6? Yes. I look for my multiples. Oh, boom! 8's too big, so it must be times 1. 4 times 1 is 4. I subtract, I get a 2. I bring down the 4. So my next number goes directly above the 4. Awesome, isn't it?
It's a real thing.
It is a real
I
thing.
didn't believe it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm recording my lesson, so then the rest of the day I can just sit down at my desk. Mr. Hale misses you.
Man, I thought PE was super small today. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not today. It's tomorrow.
It's okay. She said it was super small.
Yeah.
When did this all happen?
Yesterday.
Today, right
Oh.
after P.
So how did you guys avoid it?
I go Joe.
Wow.
Proximity.
Well, hi guys. Sorry to interrupt, but
No,
I was
you're
like,
good.
wow.
I know, right? It's crazy.
All right.
Go Joe.
Hey, you guys should be getting good instruction then.
They
All
are.
right. Bye guys.
Later. Now I see 4 into 24. So I go down and I look at my list. Boom, I can get exactly 24. And that's times 6. So 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract, I get 0. Now I bring down the 7. I need to see if 4 can go into 7. 4, 8, oh, 8's too big, so it must be times 1. Times 1 is 4. Subtract, I get 3. 161, remainder 3. 161, remainder 3 is our answer. That is 4 of the 9 problems that you have that are posted on the Classroom of Google for you to work on.
Is that the second one?
Yes. Boom! Shakalaka, peace out. God bless. Love you. Do something kind today. Save the bees. Subscribe to Keller GBB. Keller G as in girls, BB as in basketball. Love y'all. Miss y'all. Have a great day.